Peace, loves. True 5-star, your life driver, your new elder, your wise counselor, checking in as I check myself. We talk a lot about and hear a lot about the term soul ties. This term has been heavy on my heart. Flesh ties. Some of these entanglements that we have are not as deep as a soul tie, because a soul tie requires a connection beyond flesh, that that maybe you thought you had this special connection with somebody until you really get to know the person and realize that what are we really connecting on. For instance, I may like or appreciate acts of service, and the person is not into doing that at all, giving any kind of acts of service. Then what are we really connecting on? That, like, you may even come to realize that you don't even like the person as a person. The deeper you delve into the person and how they think and how they move and how they treat you. If somebody doesn't treat you how you prefer and deserve to be treated, then what are we really doing here? And if it's a flesh tie, get out of there. Because that can start to look like and feel like you can put the terminology on it of a soul tie, but it's nothing soul about it. It's you having to come against your fleshly nature. It's you having to apply discipline over your flesh where that person is concerned, because you've developed a flesh of tie. The flesh. The only pleasure in the connection is things of the flesh, and we know how that can get you in a world of trouble. When you consider the battlefield of the mind, that's what it's all about. It's about allowing your spirit man to lead and guide your life, not your flesh. Your flesh will have you doing all sorts of things and have you staying in all sorts of ties. I came up with the term detangle your heartstrings. Detangle your heartstrings. When your heartstrings become entangled, it's a job unknotting a tie. Same with flesh ties. You got to unknot those ties by not giving into your flesh, because that keeps the tie tangling. And the only way to detangle such ties, whether it's a flesh tie or a soul tie, to allow the ties to detangle, not continuing to form more entanglements, more knots in the ties, if you will. No more knots in the ties. Detangle. Detangle. Moral of the story: take your time, your sweet, precious time, to get to know who it is that you're dealing with, that you're entangling with, that you're forming any kind of ties with, on a deep level. Beyond a few good conversations, a few good times, a few good laughs. Go way beyond that. Get to know where a person is coming from, literally. How they feel about their mother, what kind of upbringing they had. We all have our stories. Learn a person's story real good before you start entangling. I think that'll give such a greater perspective. And something else I've learned: a man who has a healthy love for his mother loves different. That's just my 5 cents, and I had to share it.